Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olawale Atekoja from Seclot Technologies Limited. So welcome to today's edition of how to convert your CCTV camera into a video analytics device. Before I go ahead into the whole presentation for today, let me just introduce my guest speaker, who is going to take us on some of the functionalities and some of the processes involved in having a better analytical offering from your CCTV device. So I have here with me Mr. Ekejimbe Chijioke. He is the business development manager. For Axxonsoft West Africa. So Axxonsoft is a video analytics platform, and he is going to be taking us on it. Mr. Chijioke, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much.
Okay. So before you come on board, let me just quickly give a brief of part of what our audience will be expecting, and then just give them an overview of what we're looking at. And then once we're done with that, you can then take on the stage. When you're done,
okay,
that session, so our audiences will be able to ask you questions. So I believe you can see my screen. Mr. Chijioke, please confirm.
Okay, yes, I can see it.
Okay. You can help us mute for now.
Okay.
Okay, so for those of us, I'm sure a lot of us that are in this session, we're either managers for CCTV in our company, or we're looking to have a CCTV device at home, a CCTV camera at home. Now, what we traditionally know these things for are they basically stay there as security devices. So you have an event, you want to be able to know what happened, and then you have to sit down to check your footage. So imagine you have a camera in, I'll use an office one as my case study. You have a camera, a CCTV camera in your office, and as at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, a phone was stolen. And you did not notice until about 4 o'clock in the evening. Now, it's normal for you to say, okay, I have a CCTV camera, let me go and watch when the phone was stolen. Now, what you're going to do is you're probably going to sit down from maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, or probably when you put the camera there, and then sit down and start watching the footage up till when it is stolen. So imagine you dropped the phone there at 7 o'clock in the morning, you left, and the phone was stolen at 12 o'clock. So that means you're going to probably have to wait for like another 5 hours before you see when the phone was stolen, or you have to now start toggling your footage. So you probably be shifting it till you get to this point where it was stolen. In all of this, you might spend an average of 1 hour, 2 hours before you get that footage. So imagine a situation where you can just see the phone at 7 o'clock, draw a mapping around the phone, and then click a button, and it will tell you exact time when the phone left that place, all within a minute. So that is a simple case scenario. Another case scenario is this. You have your camera all worked out. And then there's a particular day that the same robbery happened. That same phone was stolen. And you get back to your camera only to find out that something went wrong. Your camera was not working. It could be that there was a power outage on it. It could be that it was damaged. So what happens? You basically feel that you have a camera, but there was no camera. And then you are not able to track who stole the phone. So imagine something as simple as when that camera goes off, when somebody covers the lens of the camera, you can get a notification instantly. So even if the camera went off at 8 o'clock, you get a notification, you can quickly go and check the camera that what happened to it. Now, the third one I would put on before I bring on Mr. Chijioke is COVID has come to stay. A lot of companies today, before now, they use biometrics devices. So your staffs will come, they will thumbprint, and then to register them for the day. Now, some would also use ID cards. That ID card, that one, I don't even trust those ones because I could easily give my colleague an ID card to help me swipe it in, whereas I'm not at the office. So imagine if your camera can actually handle this biometrics for you. It's very simple. You do a face recognition or people recognition for your staffs. And once they come into the office, they just walk in and the camera recognizes them for the day and automatically register them as for attendance for the day. They don't have to go and thumbprint anything. They don't have to do anything. Just walk in. The camera recognizes that you've come to the office today, and automatically you're registered as You are registered as attendee for the day. So those are some of what we'll be looking at. So it's not just about security. There are some other aspects we can use it for. Also, I'm sure we've heard of the Lagos State traffic management, where your cameras can actually manage traffic. So it sees that there are quite a lot of cars on this lane and there's no car on this lane, and it automatically passes the lane with the high volume of vehicles. So it's not about counter anymore. Or is it the one that has to do with plate number recognition, whereby if you've not paid your license or you've not renewed your license, it snaps your plate number, it queries it against the database, and it automatically sends you a fine. Some of these and many more are what you can use CCTV cameras to do outside just the security devices we're looking at. So the solution we're offering is very simple. Integrating any existing CCTV camera, whether analog, whether IP, into a data analytical device. It's as simple as that. That's what the whole solution is about. So I would hand us over to Mr. Chijioke. He is going to be sharing his screen. I'm going to stop mine now, and then he will take us in details on how all of this work. Before he comes on board, any clarifications, if you have questions, drop it in the chat box. When he's done, we'll take the questions or clarifications. Thank you very much. Mr. Chijioke, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so now you can take over.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wale. Let me start sharing my screen so I can start immediately. Can everyone see my screen? Please confirm if you can see my screen. Mr. Wale, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. Today we are going to look at the benefits, the value that you got to upgrade, when you upgrade your CCTV using intelligent video management software. So this solution, as Wale have just said, has no limitation on types of camera that you can upgrade. So we support analog cameras, we support IP cameras, and we also support other safety devices, access control, fire systems, different type of security and safety devices. We can integrate all these devices and upgrade them and allow you to manage them from a central location. So before we go ahead, I would like to show you how this software look like so that you can have understanding as we proceed. So looking at this, this is how the interface of how this software look like. So as you can see here, we have face recognition here, and by the right hand side, you can see a face that is recognized is showing you on a smaller screen. And we have plate number recognition, Nigeria plate number. You can see showing you on the smaller screen the plate number that have been recognized. So this is a very user-friendly, it's a powerful software, and at the same time, very easy to use. So, and it supports a lot of layout. You can create multiple layouts. Like let me show you. You can see I can create as many layouts. It supports video wall in case you have camera CCTV system that is large, up to 10,000 cameras. Our system can support this. Our system has no limitation on number of cameras it can integrate. The limitation is on the server hardware. And in that case, we normally use our software calculator to be able to tell you the server specification that can support any number of cameras you want to integrate. So it's very user-friendly, support a lot of features, allow you to monitor, have event board. So the event board will allow you to monitor server hardware, monitor all the logs. You can see by the side here, you can see logs, you can see event logs, and here you can see the servers. Here it's showing that my CPU is utilizing about 98%, and my net bandwidth is 0, and the hard drive is okay. So you can see you can monitor websites. So it's very comprehensive software that allow you to upgrade your CCTV. So let us now proceed to show you more features and how this system works. So the producer of this software is Axxonsoft, and I'm the business development manager in charge of West Africa and Central Africa. So we are one of the leaders in the development of this intelligent software and the physical security information management software, and we have been in existence since 2003. So we are a big company. We have a global presence. You can see here we have over 50 offices around the world, and then we have more than 500 employees. We have over 1,500 installations every month. So these are our certified clients. So this software supports what we call distributed architecture, meaning we don't have limitation on the number of sites we can integrate, and we integrate different type of equipment like fire system, camera, as you can see from the screen, and we can talk to different sites. We can automate the system. We can integrate with the building system, building automation, and we can give you we can improve the situational awareness, allow you to be able to know what is happening, when they are happening, and be able to react proactively. So when it comes to the choice of hardware, we support over 10,000 different hardwares already. You can see from here, Aziz, Bosch, Hikvision. We support so many, uncountable. Huawei, up to 10,000 IP devices are already supported in our system. In case a new product come out today that we don't have, we can also customize to integrate it. So there are a lot of features we have that helps you achieve more, help you to do so many things that traditional system cannot be able to do. If you can see here, we have video analytics. So there are a lot of analytics that are required in some situations, like motion detection. Some traditional system doesn't have motion detection, and the benefit of using motion detection is that it makes the surveillance efficient. You don't need to be recording empty. You don't need to be recording when there's nothing in the front of camera view. So this motion detection will increase the efficiency and help you optimize the storage. You don't need to buy large storage because you are only recording when motion is detected. Also, we offer direction recognition as analytics. Helps you to if there's a particular direction you are interested, you want to know when an object moves to that direction, our system can help you also know. And also, when you are doing investigation, you can also search for an object that goes through this direction, so which will help you in faster investigation. Abandoned object, our system alerts you when object is abandoned in some area, in some important area, critical areas. Face detection recognition is another powerful tool that helps in investigation. Object disappearance, for missing objects, there are some locations you want to know when somebody took away objects unauthorized. So our system can help you whenever anybody remove any object from the monitor the location, you will know immediately. You can also monitor zone entry, monitor who stops where is forbidden. So all these analytics are supported, like line crossing. You can be able to know, use it for intrusion detection. Also, camera tampering is a very important feature, allow you to know if anything happened to your camera, somebody shift the position, somebody block the lens, somebody blind the camera. Our system supports it and notify you immediately it happens. We also support powerful AI analytics. Recently AI has been used in every area, and also in security it is being used. So we have powerful AI analytics in our systems, and we can also customize based on customer requirements. You say, I want this type of analytics, we can also be able to do that for you. Looking at this place, you can see we have behavior analytics, which can help detect some potential dangerous behavior, like somebody shooting, like burglar attempt, like somebody falling down. I have a video here that I can show you so you can understand how this works. So you can see here, this is AI application that detects if somebody fall down. This could be an accident, this could be somebody need help. Also, you can see here, this is burglar attempt, tampering detection. So you can see it's not proper for somebody to squat near ATM. So this is abnormal behavior. So this is also shooting. Our system can be able to detect shooting, somebody holding gun. So also our system can help you to manage queue, detect queue using AI features. So we also have solutions that control the pandemic by measuring the temperature without any contact. We can use camera alone to measure temperature, which means we scan people as they're entering office. We have a video here that we to show you how this works. This is a live project we did in the airport. We can be able to scan people coming in with the camera, and once the abnormal temperature is detected, our system will notify you with alarms, with siren, and also respond with all the any action you want it to do when an event of interest is detected will be done. So also here we have this physical violation detection that can detect physical social distance violation. So also we have here face mask detection. Also we have here face mask detection that can detect absence of wearing face mask. So camera can do this. You can see that has sent notification immediately. It detect the presence of detect someone who is not wearing face mask. So we have other customized detection using AI. Like in this scenario here, you can see we use AI to detect objects. So this is customized AI where we can train the camera to be able to detect any object of interest. In this place, it is detecting a whale. This is a manufacturing industry, and we use this to be able to count this whale. They use it for accounting and they use it for logistics. So also here, we use it for car park management, using AI here to detect car park management and managing car parks. Also here is another project with AI for counting the rail. So this is a manufacturing company, and we apply this solution that help them to count the number of rails, and they use it for logistics, and they use it for accounting. Also here is another project we did using AI to count the number of pigs. So there are also various applications of AI analytics. If you are in security industry, you understand that if you have equipment that do motion detection, it normally trigger events for any object. For instance, it can trigger event if rain is falling. It will send you a notification that motion is detected, and this is false alarm. With AI, our system can filter motion detection, and there will be no more false alarm. Like in some application where we deploy this in to detect poachers in a forest reserve area. So we filter these events to only detect human. Their animals are moving, trees are moving, but there will be no trigger, there will be no event, because we are not interested in those things. We are only interested to detect human poachers, people that come and kill animals in the forest. So these are some of the applications. So our system, you can define what objects you want to detect as a motion. So you can choose to detect human, you can choose to detect objects, you can choose to detect a car. Any object you want to detect can be filtered by this AI application, and there will be no more false alarm. So these are also some of the applications of AI. By using a camera to detect smoke and fire. We understand that there are other ways that by using maybe smoke sensor, but there's some application where it will not work, and sometimes those systems fail. So we also have AI-powered analytics that can use camera to detect fire, and this is very accurate. It will detect the presence of smoke, it will detect the presence of fire. You can use it in a building where the ceiling is high, and where the ceiling is high, smoke detector will not be effective. You can use it to detect fire in open area. In open area, there's no way you can detect fire with smoke detector. So we use a camera. This is one of the applications. This is one of the projects we did in a forest fire, where we use camera to detect forest fire smoke. So the system is intelligent, that can classify. It can classify between cloud and smoke. So also very important feature, camera tampering. We have a lot of application and we have a lot of project on this. The customer is complaining that sometimes their cameras goes off, their server goes off, they are not aware, and when they want to do investigation, they will notice that the camera is not working. So below we have camera tampering features in our VMS that notify you immediately. You can write script of what you want to do when this kind of event is detected. So someone blinding the camera, somebody changing the position of the camera is gone bad. So all these are camera tampering features we can detect. Also, storage optimization. In security configuration, it's normally a headache to have storage. Companies normally spend a lot to buy storage, because video is always heavy, and the way it works is that if you have the primary storage, maybe you are NVR or your DVR, what normally do is that once the hard disk is filled up, it will start to overwrite from the oldest record, which means you will have very short retentive video on AVR or DVR. So we now offer optimization using motion. So with motion, we can be able to remove all unnecessary recording. We only record important matters, motion detected, object moving. We also support replication. Replication is that we can have another storage in your network or in your cloud. Our system can also copy your video footage to the cloud or to any of the location. So with this, you have longer storage. We support RAID, we support NAS, and we also have the option of managing the resolution and the frame per second. All this will make the video large. So our system can be able to reduce this, reduce the size of the video, and also keep the quality. This is very important. You reduce the size of the video, and the quality will still be kept. So we have all these features in our system. So talking about momentum request, this is kind of forensic search, like a feature, a tool that allow you to search for what you are looking for. For us to understand this, we have a video I will show you of application of this. So let me, for example, I want to search and there's a report, somebody with red cloth maybe was involved in a crime. So I don't need to spend much time to watch. No matter when this incident happened, I can go to my archive. I can select the way I want to search and select which color, and then filter whether I'm searching for human, whether I'm searching for a car, whether I'm searching for a bike. I can select which object I want to search. I want to search for a human wearing a red cloth. So immediately it will show me. We have the video here. I can show you how it works. So this some of how this intelligent search work. In this here, I want to search for crossing of a line. So you can see I will draw a virtual line. So this virtual line here, I will indicate the direction I want to search. I want to search in this direction. So immediately I search, it will show me all the objects. If I am searching, if I don't filter it, it will show me all, whether it is human, whether it is car, whatever that cross this line. So now I can filter it here. You can see I want to search for only human. It now remove other results and show me only human that cross that virtual line. So this will make investigation very, very fast. So you can see it, and you can also play back on those search results. You can play back to see the detail. So the next one, I want to search for color. So I want to search for a color. So when I search for it, you can see it can show me a red car. A red car. So a red car that crossed this line. So also, I also want to search for multiple objects. So multiple objects, meaning doing investigation, I want to search for multiple objects, like 3. I want to see the activities of group of people. Maybe there are 3, maybe there are 4. I can search for it, and my system will show me. So you can see here, I can see the group of 1, 2, 3, 4 people there. So based on the kind of investigation I want to do. Okay, so also I want to search for who moved from one location to another. So depending on the kind of investigation I'm doing, I can search for which object moved from one location to another. So this is the application of this kind of forensic search. This is one of our exhibitions in the United States, and the phone was lost from our booth in United States exhibition. And then I would like to play this video to see how we did this investigation. So You can see my mouse here. This is the location where the phone is lost. Somebody took it away. So, and I want to search by using intelligent search. I want to search a motion in area. So I can draw a virtual line that will show me what happened in this area. So when I search this, it show me all the video that show the activities in that area. So when I look at it, I cannot see from which point the phone was removed. You can see, I can see a hand there. You can see it's very fast. I see a hand removing the phone. So I can now start from there to play back. I started from there to play back to see in detail how it happened. So I can go back. This is the man. I will now go back, going back to this him here. So this him, when he was coming inside, he saw the phone by the left hand side, and then that's him here. So you can see how he took it when he's going away. So that's him going out. He checked, nobody's looking. He took the phone. So that's how it happened. And we also have face search. So our face search is also used here. We capture his face to search whether he's still in the location. Because we have other cameras, we activated face search. So which means if we are searching, it will show us the location where the person is. If the person is within any of the camera location, so we can see immediately. So when we search, we only see on the footage all the places the man has been, or the man has left the place. So had it been the man stayed there, we catch him immediately. So this is application of intelligent search. So we also have facial recognition, advanced facial recognition that can guess your age, also show your gender. Imagine a camera picking your face and immediately label your gender immediately, and also label your age, even race, whether you are black, whether you are white, and emotion. If you are happy, if you are smiling, our face recognition can be able to classify all these attributes. Wearing eyeglass, if you are wearing cap, headwear, mustache, beard. So these are some of the features. So these are some of the features we support. So there are various applications of face recognition. We have identification mode. Identification mode is where you can blacklist a face in a database or whitelist a face, and then you can use this face to open access control, or you can just get an alarm when the face that has been blacklisted show up. Yes. Then we also have verification mode. Verification mode is where we can combine face recognition with the card, access card. So this is popularly called anti-passback, where before you can grant access, the system must verify that the card you are using actually belongs to you by checking your face in the database with the face in the rear camera. So this is application of face recognition. So also, if you use our face recognition, maybe a company put the face recognition in the front of their entrance of office. You can be able to generate a report. Our system can be able to count the number of faces and use it as a counting of visitors. So it is intelligent enough that if you have the faces of your staff in the database, our system will not count them as visitors. It will only be counting the names, the faces that are not in database. So you can see the total number of faces. You can see the total number of distinct faces. You can see the number of entries, how many times somebody entered and how many times somebody left. So, and you can also classify it can also classify the faces to show you the males, the females, unknown faces. So these are possibilities of using face recognition. Also, we have powerful integration with access control and powerful features that allow you to create and configure users and departments. You can create a time-based restriction and access level for users and departments. You can set up access rules, navigation rules. You can also locate user within zone. So our system, if you integrate access control with our system, all these features will be available. You can also locate users in a map. You can scan ID, print badge, issue electronic cards. All this is available with our software when it is integrated. So we also have, as part of integrating access control.
Chijioke,
Yes.
we have 5 minutes left so that you can speed up your session.
Okay. Okay. I hope everyone is hearing me clearly.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. I will be faster.
Before you go on, can anyone hear him again so that we're sure that other people are in? If you can hear him, please just signify. Say we can hear him.
I can
anyone?
hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear
you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Can hear you.
Okay, great.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, great. So one of the other values of integrated access control is called visualization. Visualization. That is, you know who and who is coming in, who is going out. So immediately anybody appears on any of access control point, once they place their card, the system will show you on the screen as a pop-up who is coming in, and then you can deny access, you can grant access. Anybody is having issues, maybe try to use the card and card is not working, you as an operator can also see what is going on, and you can decide to open the door manually or you can deny access automatically. So this short video shows one of the examples. So here is a video that shows access control with face recognition. You can see this user entered because the face and card matched. So once the face and card match, access will be granted. So the third person, the face and card didn't match. So you can see access is denied. So we also have a simplified version of integrating with access control. Here, you can see this is just for visualization, allow you to see who is coming in, who is going out. Once they place their card, you will see the information from their card as a caption on the screen. You can see anyone that enters, you see the information on the card, and you can search using that caption. For instance, here, Alex entered. The name of this person is Alex. I can search to know maybe what time Alex entered. So immediately I search, it will go to the video footage and show me immediately. So it is possible that you can also link all the systems with a map. So this is application of that. You can link with a map, like this is a live project we did with the tele company. You can see they have a lot of floor here, and we can, on this floor, use it as a map. And you can see the camera location in each of the map, which you can see. And once there's an alert in any of the floor, you can see it immediately on the map. So you can see, and you can get notification. You can see now there's an alert in the conference room, and it's showing you on the map in the location where it is conference room. So we support also integration with third-party equipment, building system. So we support visitor management. Powerful visitor management allow you to create different access level for visitors using a barcode system. You can pre-book visitors. Maybe a visitor is coming. You can send the visitor a token like a barcode through email. So the visitor can print it out, and once they come in, you don't need to interact with anybody, but because the person has been granted access, can use that barcode printed paper and then have access to come in. We also integrate with the fire system and notify you immediately there's a fire, and also show you with the camera if there's fire or it's a false alarm. And you can automate it that you can also broadcast announcement if there's a fire. Time and attendance, we support it. We support contactless. Contactless means you can use only camera. Once with facial recognition, camera can be used as time attendance point. Once the employee or a staff coming, the face will be picking and time attendance marked. We have powerful time and attendance, detailed, that can show all these reports. We can show unexcused absence. We can show total hours, because our system is calculating if the person just come in and left, our system will mark it and then show you how many hours this person actually spent. And if the person came late, you will know, it will show you. So we have a lot of, and it can be integrated with payroll calculation if you are doing, if a company is paying based on the number of work time, so our system can also be integrated with that. So we support plate number recognition. Yeah.
Chijioke, like how many slides do you have left? Because we are already running behind schedule.
Okay.
I'm thinking we should let the audience ask questions, and then that might take into some other slides you've not gone into, and then we can round up. Because we're looking at closing for 5 for 5.
Okay.
Is that fine by you?
Okay, what do I do now? I should run it fast, or I should stop? What do I do?
This is your slide. With my experience, I'm sure you still have close to 10 pages.
Because it will not take time. I will just mention it. I'll mention once I open any slide.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that in 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, we have plate number recognition. You can use plate number to control access. We have violation detection, speeding, running red lights, stopping on a crosswalk, illegal parking, wrong way driving, expired papers. We support all these. Support statistics for monitoring traffic, total number of vehicles. All these are statistics we support. We have also reports. You can generate reports on statistics. Stopping of vehicle on unauthorized locations. We support this. We support container number recognition for inventory management, logistics, and accounting. Video wall support, cloud support. If you want to monitor from cloud, post on cloud, we support this. We support macro. Macro is automation script. We support more powerful automation script. That is, if event happen, what do you want to do? You want email, you want to whatever you want, you can script it. So our system is reliable. We support monitoring of all the integrated hardware. We'll show you how many times UPS went down, all this. We can monitor them. This is one of the projects, powerful project we did recently, Mexican International Airport. We integrate more. So thank you so much. I believe.
Thank you, Mr. Chijioke. That was a nice presentation. So really appreciate your presentation. Okay, so to our audience, if you have questions, drop it in the chat box. If we don't get in the chat box, we might have to call 1 or 2 people, or you might want to speak up to ask questions. But while we are expecting the message, let me just give some remark as regards the presentation. So one interesting part of it, Mr. Chijioke, is that part that guy stole something. I don't know, so in Bowman they steal something now. I was surprised. I don't know. I just said the only black man they steal me.
Okay.
So that was a nice one. They were able to get who picked it up and track his face. So that's a nice one. Quite a lot of use cases that you've shared in. What I would rather say is for people that don't get a full grasp of this, we are going to be sharing the video and the slide next week. I hope you registered. If you registered for this session, which I believe most people did, you're going to receive an email for next week. So you might be able to take your time to watch the video. You might also be able to take your time to go through the presentation slides. And then you can also reach out to us So some of us might be looking at this as some big enterprise software. So there's actually the video surveillance as a service where you can pay as low as 3,000 naira per month, and then you can analyze this on your system. So just reach out to us. We can also work on that. So any questions? Let me check. Do we have any? No question from the chat box. If we're not getting questions from the chat box, what about, does anyone want to speak? If you want to speak, you could unmute yourself. We could make it interactive. We still have 10 minutes to the end of this session. Okay, I think I have a message. Okay, well done. And that's a complimentary message. So does anyone want to speak up? If you want to speak up, you can unmute, you can ask questions, clarifications. I'm sure I will be here to answer. Mr. Chijioke will be here to answer. We still have 9 minutes to the end of the session. So while we're waiting.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Titi.
Yes. Wonderful presentation. Well done, Seclot.
Thank you.
Axxonsoft. I think this is fantastic. I think there was a lot of information which for some of us was a bit overwhelming. So not just just to cater for the different groups of people, say what can happen. So what I mean is that, okay, so if I'm a parent, I'm at home, the simplest use case of this, or I'm at work, I'm a small business, so I don't need all the whole what is it? Maybe just as a recap, or I'm a bigger business than this. Apart from all the traffic usage and all that, so maybe that would be a good one. So I was feeling overwhelmed with all the information, a lot of information, a lot of fantastic things. So that's just my.
Okay, so Titi, thank you for
a recap, of the little things for a parent, in your house, for a small business. These are, and then for bigger businesses.
Okay, so Titi, thank you for that feedback. That's a real feedback. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. So let me just give you a quickly recap of your own use case. First of all, in terms of affordability, we're bringing up something that you would be able to pay as low as 3,000 naira for the analytics. And this is basically what the analytics will cover if you're using it for home. So something as simple as sexual assault. So the system could be trained when it sees events that relate to sexual assault, probably a lady and a guy moving too close to each other, or somebody misbehaving with the other party. It can handle that. It's going to send you a notification instantly. If you click on the notification, it takes you to a video clips of the event. So like an average of maybe 5 seconds can be recorded of that event. You click on it, then you would be able to see it on your phone. And then if you really need to go deep down into it, then you would be able to access your footage. So this has actually already works with Telegram. So from your Telegram, you will just be receiving notifications of such events with a 5-second video clips on your phone. This can also deal with violent related activities. So, and then you can also do geofencing. Geofencing is close to what Chijioke did. So you might want to put a line across the door of your house. And then you say from this time to this time, if anybody crosses that house, you should send, everybody crosses that line, you should send you a notification. You might want to put a cross in front of your room, probably your family, your bedroom, such that if anybody crosses the line, it sends you a notification. So these use cases, to an extent, is quite big. We would definitely come up with sessions that would be use cases for each of these customer segments. I hope that answers your question, Titi.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other question? Please, let's ask questions, guys. We have 6 minutes more. So while we're waiting for questions, thank you for joining Angela Badaru. Thank you for joining Abby. Thank you for joining, George Udu. For those of you I don't call your name, I've called your name before. Thank you for joining. So thank you. Any other question, please? Anyone tied towards Mr. Chijioke? We have 5 minutes more to end the session. Okay, so while Mr. Chijioke, you can stop your slide. Thank you very much for the session. We really appreciate your time. So I'm trying to present my screen. So Seclot, while we're waiting for questions, let me just quickly do a brief of what Seclot is into. Okay. Can anyone see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So Seclot basically is a security technology company, and what we do as our core is we make surveillance cameras smart. So for any inquiries, send email to us at analytics@seclot.com. Our physical address is at 17 Axxonsoft Street, Bega Ojedu. You might, if you go there right now, you might not catch us because we are also trying to work from home. We are even promoting working from home right now, all thanks to COVID. We're a software company, so we try to reduce our travel time. So your best bet to reach out to us is analytics@seclot.com, and you can also check our website to be able to reach out to us. So whatever existing CCTV camera you're using, don't bother about the type. We can analyze it. We can analyze it and we can make it smarter. So if it's for time management, attendance management, you want to be able to use your existing camera to be able to capture your staff as they come to the office, you don't need to go and purchase an extra time and attendance software. We can handle that for you. And it's quite affordable, 3,000 Naira per month per camera. So you might have up to 20 cameras in your office, in your home. You don't have to put analytics on everything. You just look at the ones that are important, and those are the ones we would analyze for you. So, and that's it. Any question before we round up this session? I think we have just 1 minute left. So at the absence of no questions, really appreciate the time, really appreciate you coming in, really appreciate you joining us for this session. We're also going to be having sessions in future. We're definitely going to keep in touch with everybody that registered, such that I will be able to have the sessions specifically for your customer segment. So we're going to be having sessions for homes, we're going to be having sections for the government, parastatals, going to be having sections for organizations, and then in that case, it's going to be focused on you. Thank you very much, and see you guys on the other side.
Thank you very much. Fantastic session.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for
well done, well done.
Thank you, Titi. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Babatunde Adeyemi. Mr. Chijioke, Chichi, thank you. Judge, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you so much.
Mustafa Abiodun, thank you. Sumbo, thank you. Olatoye Edun, thank you. Yinka, thank you. Mr. Taiwo, thank you. See you guys at the other end. Bye for now.